Hey guys, Dominic with WUTT here with Andy from Black Hill Brides. How you doing today?
Good. Is it what? What?
Yeah, WUTT.
Got it. What?
Yeah. So how is it like being on a tour like Warped Tour?
It's awesome, and this is our second Warped Tour. I feel great about it. I feel really lucky that we get to do this. I grew up going to Warped Tour, so having the chance to do it again for the second time, it's really great.
How did the band first start?
I started the concept for the band when I was like 15, and I moved out to LA when I was 17, and met all the dudes in the band, and we started playing together, and we've been touring together now for like half a decade.
Sounds cool. So, yeah, you already said where you met each other. And so when did you start playing music on your own?
I think probably like as young as I can remember, I was always writing songs or singing or, fucking with my guitar or whatever. So probably like, 10 years old is when I really got into like, trying to write. I mean, whatever kind of shitty songs you write when you're 10, but tried my best to like emulate my favorite songs and kind of started from there.
Why did you want to get into a band and play music?
Shit, man, it's all I really ever wanted to do. Like from the time I was a little kid, it just always interested me, and I never really saw anything else as like a career. It's all I ever cared about.
Do you remember your first gig?
Yeah, I played a battle of the bands, high school battle of the bands, and we lost to an all-girl band that was playing like Journey covers or something.
Well, that's
second.
That's something. What are the band's influences?
It's a far range, man. Like I think for me, I'm more influenced by like punk rock stuff like the Misfits and the Damned and Lords of the New Church and the Dead Boys and Social Distortion, Alkaline Trio. My guitar players are heavily influenced by Metallica and Megadeth, and it's kind of all over the place. My bass player is really into like 80s rock, and it's kind of everywhere.
So what's the best thing and worst thing about being in a band?
Oh shit, man. Best thing is that I get to be in a band. I mean, like it's pretty cool that this is my quote unquote job. I guess the worst thing is just sometimes it's hard to be on tour all the time and you miss home, but it's not really something I complain about. I'm lucky.
Yeah, what do you like doing when you're not playing music?
I don't know. Probably writing music. No, I mean my whole life is sort of entrenched in the band. I like to spend time at home with my girl and watch TV with my girl and my cats and all that kind of stuff. But I spend so much time on music. That's really my main focus.
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you on a tour?
We were in Japan when the big ass earthquake hit. We were at soundcheck, 8.9 earthquake. Whole building started to fall apart around us. That was pretty crazy.
Do you guys ever get any weird fan mail or gifts from fans?
Yeah, but I mean, we take it in stride. If somebody is really devoted to you and they want to like send you some crazy shit, at least they care.
Yeah. What's your favorite song to play on stage?
Right now, I'm really enjoying playing the new song. It's called "Let You Down." It's a new one we're playing. We've never played before this tour. It was an unreleased song, and it's a lot of fun to play, and it's cool to see like the reaction on people's faces with a new song.
Yeah, I noticed that you guys have been, at least you, I don't know about the other guys, but wearing less makeup, and you cut your hair. Why did you do that?
I don't know, man. You just grow like over time. You sort of become a caricature of yourself if you do the same thing forever. And we always just wanted to do what we want to do. I mean, for lack of a better way of describing it, if we're not feeling something anymore, we kind of stop doing it. And you can't wear paint from head to toe on your body for year after year and not get kind of bored of it. So we're trying to up the theatrics in different ways as opposed to the body paint and all that stuff.
What do you aspire the band's sound to be?
I don't know, man. I just want to be Black Hill Brides. That's all. Because we're such an amalgam of so many things that if we can successfully make songs that I feel like are real to the band, then that's all that matters.
What's your favorite tour that you guys have been on?
I love Warped Tour. It's definitely one of the tops. I really enjoyed. We toured with Motley Crue. That was a lot of fun.
Oh wow. What do you think of your fans and how they react to you, and how it's truly an army?
It's pretty awesome, man. There's a lot of bands with really dedicated fan bases, but the level of dedication the Black Hill Brides fans have is sort of notorious. It's and I'm so thankful every day that people care so passionately about what we do. Without them, we wouldn't get to do this. So.
Yeah. So you guys just put out a reissue a super edition, as it's called, of Wretched and Divine, Story of the Wild Ones. Why don't you tell the people about that?
Yeah, the ultimate edition is it's a couple songs that we wrote and didn't release. We went into the studio and kind of revamped and reworked. There's a full-length movie that we made on there for the record, and there's a full album, and it comes with a bunch of extra little bonus stuff and artwork from my sketches for costume designs and live photos from the tour that we did, the Church of the Wild Ones tour. So there's a lot of cool stuff in there, and I think if you're a Black Veil Brides fan, it's definitely something cool to pick up.
What do you think was different about this album compared to your older stuff?
I just think it's growth. Honestly, I think any band, over time, you continue to grow and strive to be a better band and better songwriters, and I hope we continue to grow.
What's one reason that people should check out the album?
I mean, I think it's, in my opinion, one of the best rock records that's been put out. So, but maybe I have a bias.
Well, you wouldn't be wrong.
Thank you, sir.
How would you describe the change of your sound over the years?
Again, it's just a natural evolution. Obviously, when we started, things were a little bit more. We were young. We weren't as seasoned as songwriters, and I think as you get older, and the more you write, and the more you record, and the more you kind of become in touch with what your sound is, the more you really can. The more you can stretch yourself. So, I think this last record was the best that we've sounded. I think it's only going to get better.
What approach do you take to write your music?
It's always different. Sometimes it'll be, I have a melody and then we bring it to the dudes and they'll work on something. Maybe sometimes it'll be, even Cece will be playing a guitar and come up with some chords, or, Jake and Jinx will come up with a whole thing and Jake will record a whole thing at home, or, and then I'll put top line over it, or Ashley will do something like that. It's always different.
So you write the lyrics? I
write the bulk of the lyrics, yeah. But I work with everybody, and Ashley and I work a lot together.
Where do you get the inspiration for the lyrics?
Life. I try to write about things I know about. I try to write about things that I've experienced or things that reflect experiences that I've had.
So recently on June 11th, you guys had an art exhibit, Revelation Black. What exactly was that, if people don't know? It's still up in Los Angeles if people want to go check it out, and if they're in the LA area. It's an art exhibit of all of the kind of art and costume pieces and album art and lyric sheets and all kinds of stuff from all the years of our career. Just kind of showing people behind the scenes of what goes into all these records that we make. Why did you want to do that art exhibit?
I just think we're such a visual band. It was something I wanted to share with our fans, for them to see the process, because it's really, the artwork is a huge part of every record and everything we do. Is we always have a visual stimulus, so using all forms of media in what we do is important.
So if there was one band in the world of any time that you could tour with, who would it be?
People have asked me this question before. I think it would be a lot of fun to, when we first started touring and Kiss first started touring in 1973, when they were just, the weirdos who didn't have the big stage show and didn't have, they were just dudes in black leather and makeup, and everybody didn't know what to make of them, and we were sort of the same thing. It would be cool to do a tour with those guys when we were all around the same age.
Yeah, I would definitely go to that one.
Yeah.
Why did you decide on the name of the band?
Like anything, when you're kids, you throw names back and forth with people, and everybody's got their ideas, and I think it came down to just the concept of I like the dichotomy of kind of the positive and negative. I always liked names like Guns N' Roses and those kind of things. So Black Veil Brides to me kind of it evokes that positive and negative imagery.
So if there are fans out there that are inspired by what you do and want to play in band, what advice do you have for them?
Have balls of steel. No, balls of titanium. The most important thing about being in a band or doing anything that is, a performance-based art form is people will always tell you what you do sucks, regardless of whether it's great or not. People are intimidated by any form of success, and so even if you start your band at a positive level and you have fans from the get-go, there's always going to be people that will dissent against it. So having a strong belief in self is the most important thing, because if someone tells you that you're a piece of shit and you can think intrinsically and know that you're not, there's nothing more important than that, because you're able to move past that.
That's good stuff. Do you have any tours planned for later this year?
Yeah, we're doing a co-headline tour with Bullet for My Valentine coming up after this tour. And then we're going back to Europe and England and doing that whole thing over there, and that'll be fun doing a headliner kind of end the year, and then we'll probably head back into the studio, hopefully.
Sounds cool. If there are some people out there who aren't fans yet or haven't checked you out yet, what is the reason why they should check you guys out?
I mean, to me, Black Veil Brides is a very special band, and I think, you know, whether you love us or hate us, you can't really say that there's another band that's just like us, you know. So people always try to compare us to this band or that band, or some band wears makeup or whatever. But musically, you know, we are definitely a hodgepodge of a million things, and I think that our influences are definitely there, but there's not another band like us.
Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans before we go?
Thank you. Always. Just thank you.
All right. This is Dominic with WUTT for Andy from Black Veil Brides. Have a good time.
Thanks, brother.